cool. Getting ready to get it started up. Yeah. Cool. And we live. Happy Tech Tuesday, everybody. It's your boy City Boy Summer, Lante, all those good names and whatnot. It's been yeah, it has been a second. I think this might be the first Tech Tuesday of the year. I'm sorry, I don't know where I've been at. I've been no, it's not been the first. I'm going crazy. Sorry, y'all. Kiddo, best boy. I appreciate that follow again, man. How you doing? Um, but tonight got somebody. I've been watching his Twitter. Like I get on Twitter a lot, and I like to kind of see what people talking about. Kind of people out guess. Like I don't know. A lot of the people that have come on the show, I have not met personally. Like I've just reached out to him because I was just kind of liking the type of content that was putting out. And he always has had some interesting things to say. Interested to get a chance to know him. Let him tell you all his story. Angie, how you doing tonight? Appreciate the like. Um, but without further ado, I'm gonna let my guy Eugene introduce himself, tell him a little bit about himself. I got a few questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. How you doing, Eugene?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy to see you have me.
Oh man, thanks for coming. So yeah, tell me about yourself. Who are you, man? What do you do?
Hey, so I'm a cybersecurity analyst. My official role is information systems security officer, and that role is more tied to the government side, um, risk and management for cybersecurity. Basically, what we do is we audit programs, we authorize them, we make sure that just nothing bad is going on with the program and stuff like that. So how I got into that, I started off. I was 18, graduated high school, didn't know what I was gonna do, didn't know nothing about computers, nothing, zero. And I was like, let me join the military and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So I did that. Came in as a help desk IT, still knew nothing. Um, and they train you to know the bare minimum, I guess. And however much you want to learn is, that's up to you. You could be the best at what you do, or you could get by like, you
yeah.
know, in a mediocre fashion. So I'm not that smart personally. I don't believe I'm like a genius and stuff like that. So it took me a little. It was harder for me to grasp the IT concepts and stuff like the A plus stuff, the
Let
Network Plus stuff.
Let me ask you this. Oh, for Angie, I'm
Yeah,
doing good. How are you? I appreciate you for asking. How so you start in the Navy, you start in the help desk role. What did you
right.
have to do to get into that role, and then how long did it take you to transition into the next one? Like, what did you like? Walk me through your process with all that, cause you said it was hard. Like, walk us through it, if you don't mind.
No, no, you good. So basically, starting off help desk, no experience. You learn networking. As a IT, you go into tech. Hands down, you need to know networking. Subnet. Routing protocol, all
Where
that type of
subnetting
stuff.
and VLANs gave me the hardest time starting off. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. And me too. I almost felt CCNA.
Oh, you got your CCNA
CCNA.
as well?
No,
Nice, man.
no. So
Oh,
no, I don't. I took a course for it. I took a course for it, and
okay.
part of my class was taking like a CCA one course, CCA two course.
Mm,
If you pass both the courses, technically that gives you all the information you need to go take the test, but you got to do it yourself, basically. But I
nice.
was so scarred from CCNA because I barely passed it. I was like, yo, we gonna set this to the side, for a second. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a little bit of routing because that was the basis of my job as a help desk technician.
Hmm.
Um, but something about me is like I'm very competitive and I want to be the best person I can be. Like it's a mentality that you gotta
Yeah.
have. So I wanted to be the best person, on my shift, in my division and stuff like that. So I was always, taking time out of the day to study, and nobody else was doing that. So eventually, about a year and a half afterwards, I was finally able to show like my supervisor, my manager that, hey, I have, this knowledge and stuff like that. They verified that knowledge and they moved me up to, I got promoted to a system administrator.
Nice. Okay. So how did you like? How did you dim? Did you just reach out to them and like your work spoke for itself, or like kind of? Because you know a
Yeah,
lot of
it was.
people who getting. I got some people who like have who aren't in the military who want to get into tech. Like how would you? I guess go ahead. I'm sorry. Let's finish walking through how you got to where you are. I apologize. So
No, 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 you're good. And I will say for people who didn't take the route that I did, I'm still like I'm out of the military now, but I'm still learning.
it's an
There's
everyday
still
thing.
a bunch of yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff that I don't know. I have a good foundation under me. There's still a whole bunch of stuff I don't know. I'm still trying to get into coding. I'm still learning Python.
Yeah,
I
same.
know a little bit of cloud, but I only have like the two beginner cloud certifications that you can get from AWS and Azure. Which if you have like an okay like IT background, you can get those no problem.
Yeah.
You get those no problem. But like if you have that foundation, it's really IT is such. I believe IT is such. It's a career path that only you can hold yourself back.
I agree.
You know, only you can hold yourself back. And so basically, like I studied, knew nothing about cloud, no cloud experience. I still don't have any cloud experience,
Mm.
zero. But I was able to pick up a book, read a book on AWS, cloud practitioner. I believe that's the first cert,
Yeah.
and read that. Took the test like 2 weeks later, passed.
Nice.
And the funny thing about cloud is the fundamentals are the same no matter what platform you go to.
Yeah, that's just the vendor knowledge, just the actual of the yeah what they call that stuff and is it
Yeah,
a
the services and stuff like that. That's the only thing you gotta. So I took AWS 1 week. Following week I took Azure.
I ain't mad
Passed
at
it.
it.
You know what I'm
Nice,
saying? That's all
yeah.
I'm saying. So basically, it's if you're able to get your hands on a book and stuff like that. Anybody trying to get into tech, if you get your hands on a book, you know, get resources, find mentors. That's another thing. That I try to preach to people: find mentors
Trees,
and
what's
stuff
good?
like that.
Appreciate you. Did you find mentors while you were in the military or once you had gotten out? Like,
Honestly, no, I didn't first started finding mentors until I got out of the military.
and then was that on like how did you come across those situations? Did you reach out? Was it?
Yeah, LinkedIn. I was
Mm,
during my last year. I was pretty big on LinkedIn
okay.
because that's where I heard that's where you're supposed to network and stuff like that. So I was on LinkedIn. I was watching LinkedIn videos on how to LinkedIn basically because
Nice.
I don't know what was going on.
That's
I took a LinkedIn course and stuff like that, how to reach out to people, and it's all about just being humble, knowing that you don't know everything and
yeah.
stuff like that. So interacting with people, LinkedIn is just like any other type of social media site. So if you're on social media a lot, you already got something going for you. Just take those skills, transfer it to LinkedIn, reach out to people who are in the same career field, and be humble about it. Ask them, hey, how'd you get into this? What'd you learn? Like, how can I, apply those steps? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So you
that's all
found
I did.
nice and hey, my boy Zap, I appreciate that sub, man. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, folks. Actually, they showing some love in the chat tonight. Thank you, man. I appreciate
You
that.
good?
Um. Okay. So, what would you say? What would you say was the hardest part? Okay, I still want to. I want to get back to where we are now. So you get the system admin job, and
Yeah.
at this point, what certs do you have? What have you done? But like,
At, at this point, I only have the certifications that I got through my courses, which was A plus, CompTIA A plus, and CompTIA Security Plus is all I have. All
nice.
I
Okay, that's
have.
dope. How long were you in the desktop or the help desk role before you went to the system admin role?
About a year and a half.
That's what's up.
Yeah, about a year and a half, and I'd say that's a decent amount of time, depending on how you learn. That's a decent amount of time because it doesn't take long to climb the ladder in tech at all.
That's true. And
Um,
yeah, and I don't know how it is with the military. I assume it's is that's kind of a lot of growth within that field. Like, were there any barriers in moving up that are different from the ones you see outside, like being in the be from being at that? I love Tech Tuesdays. Toxic God, I love you too, bro. Zap said IT is fun. IT is fun, man. You want to tell everybody what you do? You want to come through and flex? That's what we doing tonight. I'm here for it. I appreciate you pulling up, man. I'm just showing love. Y'all,
yeah, man.
they chatty tonight. I like it. So yeah.
Right. No, but I mean, you pretty much think. I mean, as uh, as a young black professional in the tech field, you know, you're gonna hit all the same barriers that you would in the military. You know,
That's
outside
fair.
the military.
I guess it's like
Um,
I just didn't know because I hear like I know you guys get like the clearances and stuff. Like I feel like I won't say easier because I haven't been in that situation, but I know I've heard that it's easier to get a clearance if you've been in security, and then you come, like it's easier it's if you have
so
to be motivated to get it and do what you got to do to get there, but you have a better chance of getting a security clearance if you're in the military as a regular civilian.
um, that is true. That
Okay.
is true. Especially if you're just out of high school, and you haven't done anything really, and you just joined the military, it's practically given to you.
Sheesh. Hey,
It's
y'all hear that?
practically,
If y'all got any little brothers, little sisters who don't know what they want to do, tell them go get their education paid for. They can go be a cybersecurity professional. Got to
yeah,
get some
and you know,
service though.
yeah, some people, you know, would say like, you know, outside looking in, you know, I'm never serving the military, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm,
it's like, you know, there's pros, there's cons, obviously. Obviously, I got out for a reason.
yeah,
You know, I didn't love it enough to stay in, but it definitely had its benefits, and obviously one of those benefits is getting clearance. So I would say like if you really, I mean, especially for, you know, young people who don't really know what they want to do with their life, and I'm not a recruiter at all by any means. Honestly, I would if somebody said they wanted to go to the military, I'm like, you sure? But if you really don't know have nothing going on, man, 4 years is nothing. 4 years, you know, you'll come home, people still doing the same things they did before you left. So,
I have
I mean,
another
that,
friend that it was in the military that went the IT route, but he was more so in the networking. He ended up retiring. He has a farm now. He works on the farm. He doesn't even work on computers anymore. He just, but I just thought it was interesting. He hasn't come on the podcast or anything, but just I would talk to him and just hearing about his experience and how he was able to have a clearance and move on and do a lot of contracting work after that. And I was like, that's just my boy Zap said easier to get a fair position coming from the military. Yeah, I mean you got that natural affiliation. That's what I was saying. I was just wondering if that played to your advantage, like moving forward now.
of course it did. Of course it did. There's a lot of benefits that if you do your research, you can really take advantage of. And you know, right now, like literally all my opportunities. I wouldn't say all, but a lot of my opportunities have come from having that military background and stuff like that. But that is because the opportunities that I am chasing support, you know, military contracts and stuff like that. Like
Nice.
I'm not in the private sector yet. But at the same time, like I said, what I know is because I had that initiative to go out
Exactly. Yeah.
and study that.
Yeah.
Like you could put somebody else in the same position as I was in, and if they don't do nothing with it, they're not going to get anything out of
That's
it.
exactly. Oh, you have your CISSP. I don't think a lot of people understand that. That holds heavy weight in the industry. Like that's definitely an accomplishment. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, man. Yeah, for real. I'm 20. I'm going to be 28. I'm getting ready to sit for my CISA plus this month, pen test next month, and then I'm either thinking about like EJPT or my CIS for something by the end of the year, something big. But like I'm kind of yeah, and I'm in a right now. I'm more of a say more blue team role, security analyst, but from
Yeah.
literally encompass everything from incident response to threat hunting to forensics. Just whatever comes up
Okay.
throughout the yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like all
Yeah. That's
yeah, which I
okay.
enjoy.
You got a blue team hat on. Period.
Yeah, I enjoy it because it's like I get we work the way we come. I don't know. You get to do a little bit of everything, man. So depending on what's going on, you never know what you may learn. I got a great team and they're super responsive and I don't know. I've been in cyber for about 6 months now. Transferred from a
Mhm.
desktop role, started in help desk, moved up to desktop. Now I'm in cyber, so it's like the work ethic. I 100% feel you. Like at the end of the day, you have to put into what you're trying to get out of it. So just because you had that opportunity doesn't mean that it put you where you are. Now you still have to take advantage of that. So shout out to you for
Exactly.
that.
Exactly, man.
But not
And
impossible.
what I would say, like everything with all the stuff that you're doing now, man, CISA, that's gonna be nice to see. I took CISA, passed CISA. While I was taking it, thought I was definitely just about to fail this. I was definitely about to fail this, but nope, ended up passing that. That was about 2 years ago. So you definitely got that. Man. You definitely got
Yeah,
that.
appreciate it, man. So let's talk about them. I wanna. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have you back around because I kind of want. I think I want to do like a specific kind of like military theme, like how like people how we would coaching. We'll talk about that anyway. But I do have a question. So like we talked before we got on the stream. We kind of talked about we touched on networking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the important, we already touched on that a little bit when we went through, you getting on LinkedIn and starting to reach out and like talk us through the importance of link, not just LinkedIn, but just your networking experience and in general, and how important that is within this field as well.
So I got a perfect example for you because right now right now in an internship. It's a military internship where they send you apply to a civilian company basically who's part of a program, and they basically take you on as an intern right before you get out of the military. So I'm doing that right now.
Mm,
60 days away from my terminal leave. I'm applying for jobs.
nice.
Started last week. Going up until then, everybody's telling me, "Oh, you got this experience, you got these certs, man. It's gonna be nothing for you, man. You got this top secret clearance. It's gonna be nothing for you. They gonna be, jumping in your inbox and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm a week in, and people are hitting me up, but it's nothing. It's nothing that's really fitting for me and stuff like that. So the company I'm with right now, I work for Northrop Grumman,
Okay.
they're a big player in the
Yeah.
defense sector.
Yeah. Plat,
Um,
appreciate the light, my guy. My boy Zap said veterans preference points because it's ought to almost be impossible for civilians to get fair positions, but not impossible. Hey, yeah, but I mean,
I mean, I get what he's saying. I get
yeah,
what he's saying.
but I mean,
And that is true. That is true. But at the same time, you shouldn't let something like that stop you.
yeah, he ain't. He over here. He just talking noise. That man got a good job. Don't
Right.
let him.
Nah, but
Yeah.
so I'm trying to right now. I'm in the DMV, and I'm trying to get back to California because that's where I'm from. And I'm from Sacramento, and
Okay.
there's a there's a there's a presence there, but not a huge defense presence like there would be in the DMV, San Diego.
Mm.
Those military hotspots and stuff like that. So um, I'm low key panicking, but here's where networking comes in. I'm like, so I work for this company. All right, let me search in LinkedIn. This company, similar roles as me, who's in a similar role as me, who's in the same city as me.
Yeah.
I narrowed it down. Added those
Nice.
people on LinkedIn. Introduced myself. Hey, I'm Eugene. I'm an intern at this company. Looking forward to connecting with you. Sometimes they reply, sometimes they don't. Cool. Um, Somebody replies back, hey, nice to meet you. You looking to get out and move to the Sacramento area? I was like, yeah, actually I am.
Nice.
Is there any open positions in my roles? He was like, there should be coming up. I'll keep a lookout for you. So just that
Man,
interaction, somebody I don't
yeah.
even know, he's looking out for me, looking out for positions. And just today, he comes he messages me. He's like, um, we don't have any open positions, but my manager, he wants you to send him your resume so he could talk about opening one. So just
Hey.
networking allowed a position appear that didn't exist
Facts.
potentially.
Congrats. Yeah, well, no, we gonna keep our fingers crossed. You got it. You have to keep me tuned in. You got it. Platt, what's good? How you doing, man? Y'all be sure to check out my boy Platt Boy Plays on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all of those sites. He plays games. That's my resident senior citizen, man. Like if you need somebody to tell you a good night story, he gonna come in and tell you what you need. He's that's our resident old man. Shout out to Platt. I just had to let everybody know who Platt was. All
Right,
right.
right. Nah, but that's just one example of networking. Like, networking is how you get a job nowadays. Connecting with recruiters, connecting with people in the similar field as you. That's how you do it.
So let's talk about Twitter. We're gonna wrap it up soon. We're gonna talk about Twitter. We're gonna talk about because I think that's this. It does bring it full circle, So
Hmm.
I'm just from oh Lord, I can't speak tonight. I guess from LinkedIn, you hear about Black Tech Twitter.
Right.
From my end, I learned about Black Tech Twitter. It wasn't even on Twitter. It was on something else. So started searching the hashtag, and that's kind of how Tech Tuesday even got started. I literally just started reaching out to people who were in the community, who I liked the content that I could relate with, that were in a down, it's just I felt like it would be a good fit or whatever. I followed a bunch of people. I've reached out to multitudes of people. A few responded, and I don't know the people that I've made connections with alone. We've ended up connecting on LinkedIn, keeping an open dialogue, and invite and having that open line connection. So I've been able to make connections to where, regardless of what happens from the position I'm in now, I feel like I'll be able to, if I ever need to move or leave, reach out to somebody and be okay as well. So I'm super grateful for that. The power of networking is really just crazy because, like you said, I did not know it's just how it happens. But this is what it's about. It's for me. I wouldn't be here if people didn't take the time to teach me something. I gotta that's why I'm at with it. It's like I'm in a position to where I do consider myself a professional, not necessarily a guru or anything, but if there's anything I can do to give back and teach people that it's not, I don't consider myself a genius. It's not, it's not rocket science. I am dedicated and I'm passionate and I work hard, and you do have to have some traits like that to be successful within this field. But that's any
Exactly.
field, that's any field. So I just I enjoy having conversation like this, giving representation like this as well. Much shout out to you. I want you to send me like a list of your accolades and stuff so I can make sure when I turn my volume up. Dang, I wish you would talk somebody was talking before this. Um, well they were rocking out before. See, I played. I told you that's our old man. You gotta turn your hearing aid up, man. You the only person that said you can't hear. Sorry, I just for giving him a hard time. But um, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I think I appreciate the opportunity to show people to some people that look to have this representation. So because this
Exactly.
a big thing for me as well. Not I know I got to wrap it up because if not I'll be talking your head off all night. It's like when I go through these certification videos, when I go through this training material, I don't necessarily get this information from people that look like me. So sometimes a uh, sometimes you can't excuse my bad. Okay, turn volume up. Okay. I got you. Let me know if that's better. Is that better?
I can be fine.
Okay. My bad. Anyways, but sometimes, you say you got a 56-hour video on whatever certification and you have one 10-minute video on regex. And
Hmm.
because of the way that the information is decimated, you may have to watch that one video, 6 times. So now
Right.
so add that up, so one 56-hour course may take you, and that's been the case sometimes for me where it's like it's not like I like it's an issue with me learning, but it's sometimes it's I know if there was a better representation or a better way it was decimated, that it would stick sooner and faster. So I'm also doing all this to meet people because I kind of want to. That's my end goal. Is I am going to start putting out some e-course. I'm gonna start putting out that material, but
Right.
I like to come across people like you because we can maybe we'll have like when I say we'll come back, we'll have specific topics on things, and we'll start getting segments like that started. I think that I don't know. I love the energy, man. I appreciate you for coming, guys. It's been a great Tech Tuesday. We're gonna have Eugene back if Eugene would like to come,
Oh yeah, I appreciate you for having me, man. I love
man.
to hear.
Yeah, anytime. Hey, chat. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. It's been a great one. Happy Tech Tuesday.